So, my asthmatic bronchitis is on a mission today. Like it is. I've coughed so much in the last 2 days that I think I probably broke a rib. So in my vapes, I might have a bit more coughing than normal. But here's what I want to talk about today, and then we'll hit the intro real quick. I got new music on the intro. I think it's pretty cool. I'm working on a shorter version of it, so we'll see how that turns out. But what we're going to talk about today is a modified concept of the Swedish roll and kind of the way that I've been wicking lately, and I've been getting tremendous flavor. I'm like good solid 10-12 pulls, you know, at 0.09 coil on fresh batteries, about 196 watts, so that's a ton of heat, and still get 10 pulls is pretty crazy. So we'll with the intro, and then we're going to talk about what I'm going to call the Scottish Mini, or the Scottish Lite. And here we go. So we'll start out with a vape. I've got a Sir Lancelot here with a Gladius. Love this setup. It's a little dirty. A little up close here for you guys. It's a little dirty, but it's a high polished copper. It's got a little heat treatment done to it. Some nice little engravings and such. I'm gonna do a little review on it soon. I wonder who's texting me this early. Of course, Jordan. Let's have a vape, and then we'll talk about it. Nice and rich. So, the thing about the Scottish roll, I've heard somebody call it the Swedish roll. When I initially tried it, I thought that it was I didn't have a good experience with it. It was just too much cotton. It was, and I know the idea was to not compact the cotton, but it still got compacted, and that caused a reduction of juice. So I thought, well, maybe if you used a thinner pad, pulled the layers off, stretched it much thinner, then rolled it, you would have a whole lot more air gaps, space in between the cotton strands. And I've been playing with this method for a couple of weeks, and it works fantastic. So we'll have one more vape, and then we will go up close. Try that again. My lungs are just not going to let me do it today. So let's go down and see how this dude works. So I know you guys know that I really hate doing up close work, but this one's just going to require it. So to start, we'll go ahead and, oh, I got to get a screwdriver. 1 second. This is kind of what it looks like. Oh God, I hate this. This is kind of what she looks like, wicked up. But we're going to lose this wick. Oh, I don't need a screwdriver. What the fuck did I even do that for? We'll start out by taking out this perfectly good coil, or a perfectly good wick. I'm going to go back with the same juice, so I'm not going to change the coil. I'm going to burn it off. So to start, I like to use, I don't know if you've seen these, the Coil Master pads. They're ridiculously thin. They're like half as thin as the pads that you get in several of the other Japanese cottons. And what I do is this pad, and I've seen people on a Scottish roll just using a much thicker pad, pulling a layer off, and it being twice as thick as the layer that pulls off of this pad. This pad is an extremely thin pad. And what I do, just like any other Scottish roll, is I stretch it so, I mean, crazy thin. Crazy thin. Not just so you can see through it a little bit, but so that it's, I mean, you could read a book through it. This is actually enough cotton to do about 4 coils. So what I'll do is I'll take about a quarter of it and do just like a Scottish roll. We'll roll it up. The point of this is to not have a ridiculously dense amount of cotton underneath your coil, so that you can trap more juice. So that's enough for both coils in this build. So what I'll do is I will, just like you do, twist it, and pull it through. Okay. Now, like I said, this is enough for both of my coils. So let me get my scissors. Get my scissors here. I'll pull this, you know, kind of give it a tug both ways. Then I'll pull it back. And first I'll cut off the little. Now I want to kind of fluff it up. I'm going to pull it back to the point that it just touches. Now the whole point of this is to not have compression anywhere. And we'll cut this side. I cut it, like I said, just right dead ass on it, or just a hair past it. Fluff it up real nice. And that's one. That's not a lot of cotton. But the thing is there's so much space in there to hold juice that it works outstanding. So now our second one. Now this is the same little roll. We're going to get the tip. We're going to push her through. Go a little back and forth. We'll go ahead and pull that to where we're going to dip it down. Chop her off. Nice and fluffy. And right down in there. Nice and fluffy. Right down in there. So the goal is to have as little compression as possible inside your cotton, under your coil, and in your wicks. Always making sure that you leave a good bit of space under your coil. Okay, now with this method, that is still 2 more coils, and that is probably 4 more coils, maybe 6, and I literally get at least 10 pulls off of this setup. And the reason is because you've got all of that space, you've got all of that fluffiness that's going to catch and hold juice in there. Now some of you guys may think this is crazy. That's fine. The complaints on the Scottish roll is that I've seen is that it's, you know, too much cotton, it's too dense, it's, you know, this, that, and the other. So that's why I'm going to call it the Scottish Lite. The only thing that I notice is maybe once a day or so I'll get my pick and I'll fluff up my cotton a little bit. You know, I'll just kind of give it a little tug here, a little tug there. I'm sorry, a little tug here, a little tug there, just to make sure that I'm, you know, kind of still in good shape in reference to my coil. But so now that's ready to juice up. So we'll get us a little Sagittarius from Zodiac Vapes. And I mean, see, the juice just falls down into it. It doesn't sit on it. Oh shit, see, I'm just so bad at this. It doesn't just sit on it. The juice just falls down in there so quickly. And give that a little wipe, see? And that dude is ready to vape. So back up top. So that's it. Scottish Roll Lite, that's what I'm going to call it. We'll have a vape off of it, see what we get on the vapor production, and I know the flavor is just amazing. It's outstanding. And it just holds, God, my lungs. It just holds so much juice. I mean, it really does a great job. Could do this for a while. So I can get 10 pulls off of it. So give it a try. You know, less can be more. More can be better. You know, I'm not saying this is the best way to roll a wick or to wick an addy, but it works really well for me. I noticed that the flavor, the juice seems, you know, that oversaturation that you kind of get when you overdrip a little bit. I kind of get that little extra richness out of it throughout the vape. Not spitty, and this wick is very light on the spittiness. It does a good job for me, and so if it's something you want to use, feel free to. If you like it, if you try it and you like it, leave a comment down below. Like I said, I get out of a single Coil Master pad, and that's a super thin pad, like it's really thin. I'll pull it in half. I'll stretch it, and I mean I'll have it stretch out this far by the time the pad is completely stretched. And I'll get, I mean I can get six full dual coil setups off of a half pad. So give it a try. See if you like it. If you do, again, leave a comment down below. If you'd like to get in touch with me, Facebook is the best way to do it. And I guess that's about it. We'll have one more vape, and we'll call that a day. I think that's 4, maybe 5. Six. My lungs ain't gonna be able to. I'm gonna keep trying. We'll see how many I can get. The coil's still fine. My bronchitis, like I said, I've coughed so bad my ribs about broke. Let me get a drink reset. I probably got like 8 pulls now, and I'm still plenty juiced. I mean, you guys can see I'm still not dry. Maybe 2 more in there. Yeah, maybe 1 more, but I'm not gonna go. Still not completely dry. So I don't know. That was 9-10 pulls off of that amazingly little amount of cotton. So again, give it a try. Tell me what you think. It's Joe JC West. See you again next time.